Welcome, modern-day mystics, fellow truth seekers, James and Justin, back again with another reaction video. Now we have made it to part 6 of the avatars of Vishnu. We have Parashuram avatar here that we're going to react to. This is done by Hindu Saga. We are now past the halfway point, so we're getting through these. You guys are liking them. And yeah, let's just get right into it.
Let's dive in.
The Dashavatar represents the 10 different incarnations of Vishnu, which were taken to save the earth and its living beings from destruction. This video will narrate to you the story of the 6th incarnation of Vishnu. To know all about the 10 avatars of Vishnu, watch the playlist linked in the comments below. In the Parshuram avatar, born to a pious sage, Jamadagni and Renuka, Vishnu incarnated himself as a Brahmin priest and is the only incarnation that is immortal. He is said to be one of the 7 Chiranjeevis and will be alive on earth till the end of Kali Yuga. The world was once overburdened with kings and soldiers, also known as Kshatriyas, under the Hindu Varna system. This created a lot of fight and disturbances in the world. The duty of the rulers of society is to protect religious principles and the teachers of religion, the Brahmins. When they fail to do this, they become a burden on earth. Parshuram chose the life of a warrior to fight and destroy the abuse of the Kshatriyas, who at the time were misusing their powers to hurt the innocent. Although he was born in a Brahmin family, he called himself a Kshatriya Brahmin. He sought himself weaponry to fight against the Kshatriya kings and eradicated the presence of many Kshatriya kingdoms on earth with nothing more than an axe as a weapon, which was presented to him by Shiva. Kartavirya, a powerful king, once went to Jamadagni's home when he was out, and after a meal stole the Kamadhenu cow, which was supposed to give endless quantity of milk. Jamadagni was enraged, and he went and killed the king and brought back Kamadhenu. On hearing this, the son of the king came back and killed Jamadagni. Parshuram was enraged at this and went and avenged the death of his father by killing the king's son. It is said that he killed the Kshatriya race, misusing their powers over 21 battles. The wealth and land that he owned upon winning the battles was donated to the Brahmanas and the poor people. Parshuram then renounced fighting and went to the Himalayas to perform penance. Despite being an incarnation of Vishnu, Parshuram is also often known as the one who killed his mother. While this is considered to be a huge sin as per the Hindu tradition, the full story behind this incident is often not known. Parashuram's mother Renuka once set out to the bank of Ganges to fetch some water. There she saw a handsome prince sporting in the water with some beautiful women. The man was actually Chitraratha, the king of the Gandharvas, and the beautiful women surrounding him were the Apsaras from heaven. Renuka felt strongly attracted to the prince and wished to be in his company. In his charming beauty, she lost all sense of time and overstayed there gazing at the prince. She had completely forgotten that her husband Jamadagni was waiting for her to begin his yagya. When she came back to her senses, she immediately rushed back to her ashram to serve her husband. Jamadagni, being a powerful sage, had already seen the mental state of his wife through his powers of meditation. He was very well aware of his wife's adulterous thoughts and became furious at her. Enraged, he ordered his sons to kill their mother. His first 4 sons were unsure about this order. In the Vedic culture, it is a sin to murder any woman, and killing one's own mother was a crime that had no remorse. But it was also a crime to disobey one's elders, especially one's father, who was the primary source of provider for all his children. After much thought, the 4 sons of Jamadagni decided to disobey their father and not kill their mother. Jamadagni then asked his 5th and youngest son, Parashuram, to kill his mother as well as his 4 elder brothers for disobeying him. Parashuram, knowing the power of his father, thought that if he refused to carry out his father's order, he would be cursed. But if he fulfilled his order, his father would be pleased and would give him a boon or a blessing. Therefore, Parshuram with his axe killed his mother and all his brothers. Jamadagni, extremely pleased by the dutifulness of his son, blesses him and offers him any boon of his choice. Parashuram requested his father to bring his mother and brothers back to life with no memory of them being killed by Parashuram. Jamadagni, pleased by his son's pure intentions, grants his wishes to come true. Renuka and her 4 sons come back to life as though from a deep sleep, with no memory of what had happened.
That was intense. Near the end there, I'm just like a little confused what the point of killing the mother and the sons was. And then he went... and then I think the biggest thing kind of that stuck out to me in that was saying that he was the only immortal of all the Vishnu avatars, and that he would be around at the end of Kali Yuga. So my question for the audience out there is, where is he, if that is the case, or maybe I've just misunderstood that.
Make a good movie.
Yeah, like discovering where he is, or
he's
find...
like a homeless guy, and then he's like...
Well, it said he went to the Himalayas, so...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, he could be homeless in the Himalayas.
Yeah.
And then turn out to be this guy that's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to think of what principles we could take from that story.
For some reason, it reminds me a little bit of the Bible verse that says, unless you hate your mother, and unless you hate your father, unless you hate your whatever, lists all the things, your brother and your sister, then you can't enter the kingdom, or you can't follow me. It reminds me of that, because maybe the point is that, because you're right, you're like, wait, you brought them back? What was the point?
Yeah.
I think that it's a bad story if you're like mentally ill. Like if somebody had a voice that was like, I just got to kill my family. That's dangerous and not good. We got to hope our mentally ill don't latch onto a story like that. But in a general sense, I think that it speaks of a higher order that's like, look, everything that would keep you from the graces of this God or this higher order thing is all the stuff that you got to be willing to relinquish anything. Yeah. You got to be willing to relinquish it all. Let go of it, because it's going to get in the way of the higher order. Yeah. In the basic sense, that's what I pull from it, is that, and it doesn't mean reject your family. That's not what it means. That's not what I'm saying. Try to like think about this for a sec. Yeah. There are some people that can't even serve God without rejecting God first. It's like your belief in God's getting in the way of your involvement with God. Drop the God thing, and behold, you'll be abiding with God. Yeah. Like sometimes that's the very thing you need to overcome.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But also on a very sort of like basic level, it also just demonstrates that kind of, I hope that the gist of it isn't like, you demonstrate that you're willing to follow orders, and then everything comes back to you in the end. Can we be done with such barbarism?
Yeah.
Let's go for something a little higher, like, let's be a little more fluid than that.
Yeah.
I hope.
I think it's been a while since I've asked the audience out there about like the evolutionary aspect of this thing, because apparently the 10 avatars are supposed to have something to do with like the evolutionary process of our environment and our universe.
Evolution.
Evolution. Yeah.
Right, because don't they start off as like fish and stuff?
Yeah. And so I'm just being honest, I'm now lost in that. I don't know where we are in that whole thing. So if someone can inform us about...
where are we? With this God, what point are we at?
But hopefully...
Does it have to do with enlightenment? Is this the road to enlightenment?
Yeah. What type of evolution are we talking about here?
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this series that we're doing. If you do, remember to smash the like button, subscribe, share this with your friend, and everyone until next time, stay spiritual.